What can I say to you, Bonita? What magic words would capture you like a song?
Her latest album is called Songs from Other Places. It is a collaboration with longtime colleague and friend Art Hirahara. It is based around the theme of absence and longing, something that we can certainly all relate to. She was the last face you really saw at the end of 2021 in our last show that year. She was with us about this time last year. We cannot hide our feelings for this incredibly intelligent and successful woman, and she's also a great singer-songwriter, we should say, of course. Stacey Kent joins us here on our show. Welcome back and a belated Happy New Year, Stacey.
Thank you, same to you. It's so great to be back with you guys.
Well, we're so glad to have you back on the show, Stacey, and 2021 saw you moving from Colorado all the way to Virginia. Interesting, a lot of upheaval for your family. But you also toured for the first time in a couple of years, including stops at the legendary Birdland in New York City, as well as France, the UK. Just incredible. Tell us a little bit about, going back to live performance, tell us a little bit about the emotionality of doing that.
It was the most intense thing I've ever been through in my life. You know, we're not used to experiencing a pandemic. We were brand new at it, and so we could talk about it all the time, but we had no idea how to prepare for being back out there. There's no, talked about this with my musician friends a lot, because we practice and practice at home, but there is no practice for being out live. And so suddenly we were with people in the audience, you know, actual human beings. The warmth of, you know, bodies in the room is so palpable. And sometimes it was kind of hard to sing. You know, I was having to breathe and close my eyes and take deep breaths and really focus in, because I didn't want to not be in that zone place because my adrenaline was flying so much. And yes, the move across the country all at the same time as we were going back to the road for the first time in 2 years. It was an unbelievable thing to go through. And I would say, you know, it was great. It was amazing and I loved it. But in a sense, it was more adrenaline than I would normally like to experience. So hopefully things will calm down. But one of the things I will say as a footnote is people kept telling me out there how traumatized they've been. And, you know, they turned to me for calm. And knowing that they were turning to me for calm, and the music does that for me too, it was very helpful to find a balanced place.
You know, it's interesting too, Stacey, and one of the threads that we've seen with a lot of people we've interviewed over the last, well, almost 2 years is finding creative ways to reach your fans. You certainly have a large worldwide fan base, but I know Lita and I both really enjoyed those videos you were doing last year to reach your fans that were shot at, I guess, your then Colorado home. How did you find that affected your fans, and did it actually increase your fan base by putting those videos out there?
So I don't know about the increase and the numbers at all. I do know that people were just reaching out the whole time. And one of the reasons we were doing them is because people were asking us to help them through. And again, it was a real exchange. It wasn't just us helping them, they were helping us. It was fueling us. It gave us a real reason for being, and it made us understand, you know, all the more why we do what we do. And it felt very good and very natural.
Well, it sounds like maybe if you didn't expand your fan base, you probably reconnected or deeper connections, which is probably more important anyways. Now, Jim mentioned that the new album, the theme is absence and longing. Tell us a little bit about the album in more detail. You've got classic songs as well as some new compilations, and we'd love to hear a little bit more from your point of view.
Yeah, absence and longing. Those are words that come up a lot, and they always have. It's not like the pandemic was new for all of us, right? It was something that we read about in history books, and we know about what happened to people in previous generations. But for us, this was the first time. And so, sure, we were gravitating towards particular themes on account of what we were all experiencing collectively. And yet those are themes that I tend to gravitate towards and touch upon all the time in my music. The stuff that Jim Tomlinson, my husband and composer, writes for me with Kazuo Shiguro, the novelist. Those songs are so often about those, they're deeply emotional. They're very intense, but they're quite quiet in their intensity. There's just this oblique viewpoint. The protagonist is often in search of something. They don't quite know what. Something's missing. They're trying to put the pieces back together in their life. They're trying to talk to themselves as well as, talk out loud, like me singing to the audience, to figure things out along the way. And so I think that the songs that we recorded on account of the pandemic were probably songs that I would have sung anyway. So the theme, it worked for the times, but it's kind of timeless too.
Hey, it's Stacey Kent, and although Vancouver will not be one of those stops, Stacey, it's good to see that you'll be back. And again, we'll have to say we're shooting this now, but things could change a month from now. But as it stands right now, March to June of this year, USA, Canada, Europe, then Asia. In October. We want to mention again some of the things that you have accomplished. British Jazz Award, BBC Jazz Award, a Grammy nomination, Best Vocal Jazz Album. And we mentioned this to you last time, you're the only person that's been on our show that has received the Arts and Letters, the Order of. So we congratulate you with that. If you have not heard this woman's music, please go check her out online and better yet, see her in concert. Stacey, we appreciate you joining us all the way from the Commonwealth of Virginia. We wish you continued success, and we hope to see you back on our show this year.
Thank you so much. I love talking to you guys. Take care. Stay safe.
You too.
Take care. Happy
Thanks.
With you.